All right. Good morning, everyone. Um, Today's going to be kind of a little potpourri of yoga. We're going to work on pretty much the whole body. I want to do some core work today and some shoulder opening and all of that. It's just going to be a lot of a little bit of everything. So just sit back and enjoy the class now. So let's start seated. Go ahead and move the flesh out from the sit bones. You know how to sit in a way that feels good in your body and does not cause pain. So that cross-legged thing, if it doesn't work for you, then just sit in another way that makes more sense. And then take your shoulders up to your ears and squeeze them back. Oh, and let them come down. Good. Two more. Just squeeze them up. Roll them back and down. One more right here. And back and down. And then snuggle into your sit bones and feel that nice alignment of your spine. Notice if your head is drawing forward any amount, and if it is, just draw the neck back as if you were resting your head at a wall behind you. And then soften the jaw. I've been really focusing on the constant tension that we carry in our jaws, and I'm amazed how many times I catch myself with my jaw tense or tight. So find your breath. And just pause for a moment and bring yourself fully onto your yoga mat. And fully into the present moment. That's it. And notice how your body feels as you sit. As you draw the breath in, as you exhale and let it go. And then open the eyes, just a little kind of moving meditation breath work here. So hands come out to your sides as you inhale, take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Push the breath out. And inhale up. Exhale to your heart. And push it out. Good. Inhale it up. Exhale. And inhale up. Exhale, push it out. Good. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, push it out, and then hold that out. The palms are facing back. I want you to reach the arms back behind you. And then with those arms back behind you, the arms are shoulders, shoulder height. Just turn the palms up. And then turn them back down. See if the palms can face the back wall. And then up. Good. One more right here. Turn them, turn them, turn them. And turn them up. And then inhale the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Interlace those hands. Press up. Watch the shoulders here. You know who you are. Exhale, curl it into your belly. We've been doing this stretch for a number of classes now. Inhale up and exhale, curl. Good. Three more. Inhale it up. Exhale, getting the shoulders warmed up. Take it up. Exhale, curl it in. Good. Last one. Take it up. Curl it in. Hold the curl. Hold that curl. Release your legs and see if you can straighten them out. So you're still curling the belly. I'm really rounded here. And then reach the arms forward, take the arms up. Now you're in Dandasana pose, so legs are active. Separate the hands, draw the shoulders down. Take the arms out to the sides, internal rotation, and let them go. Woo, good. Roll it out, everybody. And then snuggle back into your sit bones. Press down through the legs, press out through the feet. Open up the shoulders, hands to your sides. And breathe. That's it. Good. If you would like, lift your right leg, your right or left, just keep track of it. Good. Lift, feel that quadriceps starting to work. If you're still okay, the arms come up. Find your breath. So we're not only working that hip flexor muscle, psoas muscle, but we're working with our core here. Bend the knee, bring it into chest, push it back out. Good. 2 more. Bring it in, press it out. Bring it in, press it out, and then bring it in and step over. And I want you to take those arms up to the ceiling. If it's okay for your shoulders, interlace the hands and squeeze the shoulders up around the ears. So you're just reaching the arms as comfortably as you can for you, straight up. Breathe. And then release those arms, wrap them around your knee, lift up really tall. Just kind of shake that head, neck out, right? Any tightness that might be there, maybe roll the shoulders. Keep your, I'm mirroring here, just so you know, take your left arm around the knee, take your right hand behind. Lift up nice and tall, separate one shoulder from the other so they're both open. That's it. Find your breath, everybody. And then take yourself centered, lift the arms up optionally, lift the foot off the floor, take it back to neutral and lower it down. Lift up really tall and exhale, let go. Woo, good. And back to Dandasana. So starting here, right? The hands or fingertips, depending on your arms, press down toward the floor, the shoulders draw back. And even as you draw the shoulders back, see if you can feel the engagement in the back muscles, right? We have these multiple muscles that go all the way down the spine. And those muscles in part, right, help protect the spine, in my opinion. So, so we want to develop those back muscles. And it keeps us from over rounding forward if the back muscles are strong. So feel that, just feel that all by itself. And then when you're ready, let's lift the other leg. Woo, this one's a little harder for some odd reason. Take the arms up, find your breath, breathe, take it in, press it out. Good, squeeze it in, press it out. One more here, squeeze. Press it out and then bring it in, step it over, plant that foot, lift up super tall. Interlace the hands if you can, but then re-interlace the other way. We habitually will do it one way, so let's just do it the other way. And then to your ability, I want you to straighten those arms. Big squeeze. Keep the hands interlaced, take the hands behind your head. Woo, separate the shoulders, lift the chest. I know, right? Holy moly. Good, reach them back up. Release them, take them around your knee, lift up super tall. Remember what's happening with the leg that's on the ground, right? Make sure you're keeping that leg pressed toward the floor, the foot flexed, keep it active. And then take your right arm around your knee and twist to your left. And breathe. Just notice, maybe draw that right shoulder away a little bit more. Find your breath, everyone. Press down through that leg and release it. Come back, take the arms up. Release the foot, release, press it out, let go, lift tall and take it down and shake it out. And then do whatever you would like with the legs. So I'm going to go back to a cross leg, but if you want to keep them straight or open them up wider, that's perfectly okay with me. So just your right shoulder, I want you to move it forward and back, just forward and back, and just move right through that. Feel the stretch through the back and then the pull back and the engagement. That's it. And then take the same arm and reach it forward and pull it back as if you were pulling on a string or a rope right in front of you. Just reach it forward and pull it back. The focus here is on that back shoulder blade. Good. Couple more. Good. And bring it back and then release. Good. Other side, just pull it forward and pull it back. Maybe notice like this side definitely feels stiffer for me. This is my dominant side. And so I would imagine it to be tighter. Pull it forward and back and just see if you can get some movement, and then add the arm and pull it back and then reach it forward. Pull. Good. 3 more. Pull it back and back. Last one. Pull it back and release. If you have got to shake out the legs, go right ahead. Take your right arm out to the side. Inhale it up. Feel that like drawing down to the shoulder blade, and then reach it up to the ceiling as high as you can. And then just pull it back down in its socket. So try to keep the arm straight. So you're pulling up and then down and up. Last one, down, and then take it into a nice side bend here. Take your left hand if you can. It's either going to be out to the side like we normally do, but if you can, take it across and grab some part of your leg or your waist or even your pants and see if you can find a little bit of a stretch there. Notice if the chest wants to roll forward. If it does, maybe keep that chest open a little bit. And then turn yourself toward your left leg. My mirroring here, your right arm is reaching, it's facing toward that left leg, and then release the other hand and stretch them both out. And then take the hands down, finding that little bit of a side stretch here, and just move that whole right side of the ribs. Maybe you kind of do a little circle, right? You're just finding some movement there. Some of you are going to be way more upright. Some of you are going to be able to come down toward that knee a little bit more. Try to keep your right hip moving toward the floor. And then walk yourself to center. Find your breath. And slide yourself back up. Roll the shoulders back. Good. As you're ready, take the left arm up. And then reach it up to the ceiling and draw it down. Good. Reach it up. Now, if you've got pain here, and I should have said this earlier, try taking the arm out to the side more and see if you can let go, because sometimes we get pinched right at that shoulder joint. Good. And then reach up. When you're ready, come on over. Nice side bend here. Remember, with that right hand, if you need more stability, it's out to the side. Otherwise, it's reaching across. You're finding that stretch. Don't overlift your chin. Just breathe. Ooh, yeah, bigger stretch here than if that hand were there. No kidding, right? And then turn yourself toward that knee. Reach the other arm out. Draw the shoulders back. Let the hands come to the floor. Find your stretch on this side. Excuse me. If you're not feeling a big stretch, you can always walk your left hand more to the right, and then you'll get a little bit deeper through that side body, but you don't need to. Maybe you're down low, maybe not. And then walk yourself to center. Breathe. And come on up, everybody, all the way up, and roll the shoulders back. And then simply extend the legs out and wide to your level. No pain. Watch the knees. If you need something under your knees, you can always put your blanket or even blocks, or even fold your mat, right? If you need a little extra there. And then simply flex your feet. Just flex your feet and feel how you engage these quadriceps, these thigh muscles. So put your hands on your thighs and feel the engagement. Try to hold the engagement, but relax the feet. Notice how much harder it is to relax that flex and still get the engagement. And then flex and then relax. Good. One more. Flex. It's really subtle. If you're not getting it, don't worry about it. And relax. Good. And then take the arms up. Soften the shoulders. Breathe. Notice, lift your chest. Take those hands behind your head. Open up the shoulders. And imagine that you could lift your head off the neck, right from that base of the skull. As you draw the shoulders, just gaze up. Don't lean back. Just gaze up and breathe. And then come back to neutral. Take the arms up. Release the hands. Shimmy the legs back together and shake it out. All right, I'm going to just turn sideways for this one. A little bit of core work, a little bit of boat pose before we get moving. So I like to start boat with my hands behind my thighs. It just helps me lift this lovely chest of mine away from the floor, my back away from the floor, and I try to hold on to that. So once you're there, if you can, lift your feet. If you can't, stay here and just work on this core engagement. And then flex your feet. You lift the chest, but not the chin. You don't want your head going back. Your chin is neutral. I'm just looking pretty much straight ahead of me. And then if you still feel okay, I want you to push your legs into your hands and resist. Really push. Like if you let go with those hands, those legs would go flying. And breathe. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the elbows to your side body. Good. Release that push. Take the hands off if you can. Woo. Take the hands out if you can. Really working the legs here. If you can't see it, my legs are shaking right now. And then release it. And if it's okay on your knees, you just roll over them and breathe. All right, come on back up. Hands behind, lean back, flex your feet. Now, some of you I know easily can straighten the legs. I'm not, for my body, it doesn't work as well. I tend to collapse in my back. So I'm going to keep my knees bent. So if you want to straighten, go ahead and straighten, but notice if you drop into the low back when you do that. And then take the arms up. If you can, take them high. This is going to make it harder. Find your breath. Take them into cactus. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands back behind. Push into the legs. Push into the hands. Lift your chest and let go. And shake it out. All right. So this last one is optional. We're going to dig our heels in. We're going to take the arms out, pull the shoulders back. And I want you to start to come all the way down. When you land on the sacrum, see if you can take the legs out, half boat. If your head hurts, I would lower the upper body down and then bend your knees and see if you can land the heels. Good. We're going to do 2 more there. It's super slow. And if you land on the floor, don't worry, just breathe. So pull the shoulders back, lean back, take the feet off, squeeze out, keep the chin slightly tucked. See if you can work with this big core work, bend the knees and release. Whew. Good, maybe turn the head side to side. All right, last one, arms out, shoulders back. Lean back, see if the feet will come off, and then slowly extend them out. Find your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze them back in and let go. Nice job, everybody. And then take the legs wide and windshield wiper. The legs, the hips, the waist, all that stuff. Good. Next time your knees are over to the left, go ahead and pause. Take that right knee back, make it comfortable, right? If it has to come in more for comfort, that's okay. If it goes out more, just kind of find it. my right hip is off the floor, just so you know, I'm not completely seated. I'm really leaning on this left hip. Take your left hand out. I want you to take the right arm out to the side and then reach it across and pull it back like you're pulling a string. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And then reach across and pull. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull. Think about your waist. Think about the abdominal muscles, but also think about the back muscles here as you rotate, as you bring this into a twist. Last one. Pull, 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 pull. I want you to pause here. If you can, take the other arm off the floor and just take the hands to prayer. That's not for everybody. Good. Hands come back to the floor. Release the legs so they're back to the neutral for this, and windshield wiper. So we know, right, core is way more than just our abdominal muscles. So we work them all. All right, go over to your right. Do what you need to do with the left leg to make it comfortable. If your left knee is hanging off the floor, I would pop a block under here, you know, just so it has some support. Good. And then find that when you're ready, your right hand goes behind and your left arm reaches across. Pull it back on purpose. Good. Follow it, right? Twist to your level and exhale. Good. 2 more. Reach and pull. Last one. Reach and pull, pull, pull. Good. Hold that. Release. Take the hands to your heart. See if you can sustain that. Big deep breath. Woo. And release it. Hands come behind. Legs go right back out. Almost done with the floor work. The floor work. And breathe. Cactus arms. Just twist to your left and hold. Just twist to your left and hold. Now I want you to take your left hand behind your back and reach for your opposite side waist, and then straighten your right arm toward the left foot. So it's more diagonal. Yep, here's another twist. Gentle twist, everybody. And then pull the right shoulder back. Yeah, lift the chest and feel as if you could press your back into your arm. It's not going to necessarily touch, but I want that length of the tailbone. Good. And then face forward. Release that arm. Take the right arm behind your back. Open the shoulder. And then twist to your right. Breathe. Right now, my left arm is pretty much reaching. And then I'm going to pull it back. And then I'm going to see just this micro movement of the tailbone descending so that my back lengthens even more. Good. Come back to center and then release and take both arms behind, both arms. All you're doing is reaching for opposite elbow, squeeze the legs. This is actually a bit of work for those legs. At least it is for me. Open up the chest, drop the elbows low, and slide those legs together. Woo! Good. Bend the knees. Holy moly. All right. And let's get up first to all fours, but where we're headed is right foot forward. So you can go right to that. Grab your blocks, right foot forward. Come into a nice low lunge. So we just did a ton of work with the hip flexors, right? The front of your left leg with the knee up and with Dandasana lifting that leg. So we're going to give it a nice, sweet little stretch. You can have the blocks on low, medium, high. It just depends on where you're at. What I don't want is this heaviness to the floor. So just feel nice and lifted and organically let the left front leg stretch. At the same time, you're just giving a little bit of engagement to the left glute, right? Just so it doesn't overstretch. Notice that. Take your hand to your knee. Press off your front foot until your back knee, if you can, your back knee is straight, or back thigh is straight up and down. And then curl your pelvis, right? So you're tucking it in, and then feel the stretch again through that left thigh. If you want more, lean the body back. If you want more, take the arm up. Woo! Don't fall. And breathe. Good. I want you to reverse it. So start to relax it. Take the hand down, both hands to your block, and then shake it out and switch sides. That's it. So once you're there, you're going to start in just it's almost, for me, it's almost like a lazy lunge. I'm not putting a lot of energy into it. I'm letting gravity do a bit of the work. I do have the right glute energized, so I don't overstretch through the front hip, but I'm just kind of checking it out. Again, interesting, right? One side tighter than the other. It's amazing how our bodies compensate for the activities and things that we do. Good. Once you're there, once you feel like you're ready, push off your front leg. Oops, sorry, take your hands to your knee. Push off the front leg until your back thigh is mostly straight up and down. And then a slight tuck of your pelvis. Woo. Feel the back foot press into the floor if your toes aren't curled under. And then lean back if you want a little bit more. Take the arm up if you want a little bit more. Yeah, relax the jaw. Did you go to that tightened jaw? Breathe. And then release it. Just take the body forward. Hands come back to your blocks. Slide your left knee back to meet your right. Move your blocks out of the way. We're going to use them in a little bit. Plant your hands. Good. And listen up. I want you to take your knees wide on your mat and then take your feet out behind it. Curl the belly in, press into your hands, and simply drop through the shoulder blades. Try to keep the arms relatively straight and then push out and wide again. So you're dropping in between the shoulder blades, kind of squeeze, and then you're pushing into your hands to lift. Good. Two more. Just drop in and press out. Last one, drop down and press out. And then flip the toes under, lift the knees. Tone the belly, lengthen your tailbone. See if you can drop and push out. This is harder. Drop and push out. One more. Just drop through the shoulder blades and out. Bring your chest toward your thighs. Your feet are still wide on your mat. If for some reason this hurts your knees, you can walk the feet in and breathe. Imagine that the heels have magnets to them and they're drawing back towards each other just a little bit. As you press through the shoulders, I want you, like we were doing seated, I want you to extend through the arms and squeeze those shoulders up around the ears and then pull them back. One more. Just squeeze them up around your ears and pull them back, and then straighten the legs to your level for a wider leg downward facing dog. And then just lift one hand and then the other, right? We're taking some of the pressure off those hands, off those wrists. And then plant the hands and pretend you're gonna take the lid off a jar. So isometrically, I want you to try to drag the fingers out as the elbows come in, as the shoulders soften away from the ears. And then inhale to your tippy toes. Woo! Lower down to your knees and come off those wrists and shake them out. Good. Big circles, everybody. Now, I know there's a couple of you who are not able to be up on knees, on both knees at the same time. So just be mindful here, or maybe just observe, or do what we're going to do, but do it from table pose. Okay. So what I would like to do is you're going to bring those hands to the floor, but you're going to use your core And it's almost like you're falling toward the floor. So again, be mindful here. You're going to take your body forward and you're going to land both hands. That's all you got to do. And then see if you can push off the hands to come up. Now, if your knees won't do this easily and you need to go longer, just go to table pose, long table pose, and lift, kind of do a little bit of weight bearing on the wrists. All right, so here we go. You're gonna reach out, you're gonna tilt forward, and you're gonna see if you can land, and then come up. If you always do the same hand each time, switch. Lean forward and land, and then push up. Good, let's do 3 more. Push up, come down, push off. 1 more, and push off. Good, and then come on down. Stop that. You can hear the right sound effects here. Flip your toes under, lift your knees, downward facing dog. This time, more your normal down dog. If your hamstrings are tight, one way is to keep those legs wide. The other way is to bend the knees, right? And then look forward, step forward with your right leg. Step forward with your left leg. Nice forward fold here. Hands are touching something. Find your breath. You know you. If that low back does not like a forward fold, you come up part way and stay more neutral. Find your breath. And then bend your knees, everybody, hands to knees. Lift up from your front body and come on up and roll it out. Whoo. Yep, roll it out, shake it out. Take your right hand forward. Pull it back. So let me turn sideways so you can see, and pull it forward. Pull it back. It's just a forward, back movement of the shoulder blades. So important. Couple more. And breathe. Good. And then reach it forward. Your legs are hips width apart. You're going to bend your knees as you pull that arm back and then straight. So it's like you're pulling a crank or doing, it feels like a little choo-choo motion, doesn't it? Like choo-choo. Good. Couple more. Last one. Woo. And let go. Shake it out. Other side. Reach forward. Pull back. Forward and back. When it might have been way back when I was in paramedic school. And I remember a doctor saying, you want those shoulder blades to stay mobile, right? You don't want them getting stuck. Good. And then let's add the choo-choo motion. Reach out, bend down, push out. There we go. That's 2. We got 3 more. Woo. Last one. Notice we get some leg squats in there too. All right, both sides. You're gonna reach out, squeeze back, push out, push out. Yep, 3 more. Push. 1 more. There we go. And push out, and then just let them swing. Good job, everybody. Grab your block or grab your strap. If your strap happens to be in a loop that's about shoulders width, you can use it. If it isn't, don't worry. Just take the strap behind you. Either way, if it's in a loop, go ahead and put your hands through it so that your palms are facing each other. If not, you're just going to grab your strap and have your palms facing each other, okay? Because I didn't cue that earlier. Take your feet wide on the mat. And right from here, you're just going to take the front shoulders and pull them back. Good. Relax your head and your neck. So you're not really pulling down. You're just pulling back. And then see if you can raise those arms any amount. Woo. And then press against the strap a little if you have a loop. And if not, just try to pull the arms apart. And then release to your hips and pull out and down. Pull out and pull out. Good. If your front shoulders roll forward, you're going too far. Good. Last one. Pull out and down. Now keep the strap low, press it against each other. Soften the knees, come halfway down. Draw the shoulders up toward the ceiling. Now, options here, keep the knees soft. If you can, go to forward fold, take the arms up. If that doesn't work for you, stay halfway up and just draw the arms back. Breathe, everybody. Pull the shoulders away from the floor. Find your breath. And then lower the arms back to your sacrum as you push and stand up. And release release your strap. And feel, again, feel your shoulders, feel everything. You might want to turn sideways on your mat. We're going to do one more thing I've been playing with that is similar to what we did when we were up on our knees. We kind of gently controlled fell to our hands. We're going to do that in a similar way here. So think of a wide leg down dog. We're going to start with wide legs. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to start to reach for the floor, nice tone to the belly, and then we're going to plant and walk out. Keep the heels planted, and then you're going to walk back. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale the arms up. Good. Take them out. Tilt forward. Drop it down. Walk it out. Walk it back. Squeeze the inner thighs. That helps support your back. Take the arms up and out. Here we go. Take it down. You can do anything with the arms initially, and you're just gonna see if you can land, and then see if you can walk back. Squeeze in and up. We got one more. Here we go. Tilt forward. Drop it down. Building strength, everybody. Good. Take it up. Good. And then watch for my knee, folks. Let's come into just a little goddess pose. Open up the shoulders again. You can bend as much or as little as you want for your knees. Just be mindful. Keep those knees pressing out and notice. Reach both arms forward. Pull both back. Reach both forward. Pull both back. 3 more. Woo, there we go. 2 more. 1 more. Woo, good. Breathe. Hands just come to your legs. This is one of those mind over matter things, right? Now, if your pelvis is spilling forward, tone it up. Lift the chest. Find your breath. Come out whenever you are ready, but hang in there with me if you can. Right? I need company. I need company over here. All right. Breathe. Woo. Find it. Belly tones in, chest lifts, and then everybody stand up. Nice job. So you're here. You're wide on your mat. I want you to take, again, I'm mirroring. Take your left leg, turn the toes so that they're facing the side of your mat. Take your front toes and point them to the front edge of your mat. So warrior 2 line up, triangle pose line up. That's where we're at. I want you to tone the belly and lengthen your tailbone. Take your front hand to your front thigh, slide it down until you get to the middle of your shin. Take your other hand to your sacrum and draw the shoulder back. Notice your hand that's holding the shin, follow that up to your shoulder, and is that shoulder rolling forward? If it is, let's externally rotate it, open up the shoulder. So now we got both shoulders open, right? Front knee is soft, be mindful. Open up the chest, lengthen your tailbone. You feel that hand on your sacrum? Lengthen it down. Feel that. Now you're in triangle pose, right? I would suggest maybe you keep that hand on your shin. If you feel okay, release it so that the back of the hand is resting on the inner shin, and take the arm up. Take the top arm up. Breathe, everybody. Nice length through the underside of your body. Tone the belly in. Find that pose. Good. Use your core to stand all the way up. Release your hands. Woo. Find your equilibrium. Turn your right foot so that it's pointing to the long edge of your mat. Take your other foot and turn it so it points to the short edge, right? Here we are. Here we are. Breathe. Again, just watch, since I can't see you, watch the hyperextended back knee. That's so easy to do. I don't love it. Don't love it. All right, so this right hand goes to your sacrum. You start to tilt forward. Physically feel your hand go down your leg to the mid shin and pause. And then just check it out in your body, right? How does it feel? What's happening with the shoulders? Is your chest pointed more toward the floor than it is to the side? So start by seeing if you can open up the shoulder, lengthen the tailbone. Notice if the arm that's supporting you here has rolled forward, and open that up. And just see if you can find the pose. If you can't, chances are you're just too low. So you come up higher to open the chest. I would rather see you higher and stable and open than down here and roll toward the floor. All right, so wherever you are, engage the legs. You can release the hand or not. You can take the top arm up or not. Find your breath. Breathe, 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 breathe. Good, take it up from core. Release the arms, turn all your toes forward, and just come into a forward fold. When you're in your forward fold, I want you to isometrically squeeze your thighs, your inner thighs together. Just breathe. Good, and then bring those hands closer. Heel toe your feet in, watch your backs, bend your knees. Come on up to standing. Roll it out, everybody, shake it out. Come on back to the front of your mat. You're gonna want your blocks this time. So just have them near the front of your mat or on your mat, whichever, as long as you can reach them. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. When you're ready, I want you to step back with your right foot. Once your right foot is back, turn it to the side position. So just come up into a simple warrior two right now, just from an alignment standpoint. So left hand to left knee, come on up to warrior two. Okay, and then release the hands. I like that just because it gives me the alignment that I'm looking for before I go further. So your front knee is bent and you have a block to the outside of your left ankle. Okay, and I have mine up high. I know it's hard to see it, but I have it up high. So front hand to front hip crease. Grab it like a little C clamp, like that, and roll it back. And then press strongly through your back leg. And then just keep the hand there, but start to lean your torso forward. And notice, right, the long line from shoulder to foot. Open up the shoulder. Now, 1, you're going to stay right here. 2, you're going to take your arm to your thigh. 3, you're going to take your hand to your block. As soon as the upper chest starts to collapse toward the floor, you know you've gone too deep. Okay, your block can be high, it can be medium, it can be low. Open it up, lengthen the tailbone, take the arm up, find your breath, and then if you want, you can take it over ear and breathe. Woo! Big, big pose here. It's just extended side angle. But when you do it slowly, whew, now wherever you are, take that top arm up, straighten your front leg. Now you're back to triangle pose. Whew, breathe. And then push up, push up, push up, come up and release. Good. Turn the toes in and just heel toe in, just shake it out. Open, 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 right? So where our shoulders are in space, where our chest muscles, can we get that, all that moving so that we can extend, you know, out and up and open like that. All right, so let's just go to the other side. Simple, simple. Your block is to the outside of your right foot and step your left foot back. And find that idea of warrior two from the leg standpoint, because most of us can instantly move into that one. Make sure your front knee is rolled out. Take your front hand to your front hip crease and just draw that hip kind of back and down a little bit and hang on to it. Just hang on to that hip. Send it sweet messages. Your other hand is at your back hip. Just lean forward. And then, so right away, I tend to spill my pelvis. So right away, I want to tuck in through the belly, keep the chest open. Either you're going to stay right here, or you're going to bring your forearm to your thigh, or you're going to bring your hand to your block. Some of you will bring your hand to the floor, and you're going to take the other arm up. You're going to see if both shoulders are open. Still feel good. Take the arm overhead. Press through your back leg, everybody. Don't forget about it. And then straighten the front leg any amount. Triangle pose. Release, come up. Turn all your toes. Come into a forward fold. And breathe. And when you're ready, press into your hands, heel toe in enough. Bend your knees, come on up. Roll it out. And if your block's kind of all over your mat, go ahead and take the blocks off for now. And breathe. And then just from a just a normal stance here, take both arms up, interlace the hands. Press the arms up. This is the third time we're doing this. So press up and breathe. And then shrug the shoulders down. Take the arms in front of you and let them go. Roll it out. One more here. Take them up. Interlace, reach. Shrug them down. Take them forward and let them go. And notice. And then take your feet a little bit wider than your normal. You're going to inhale up. You're going to clasp your hands. So I don't even have my index fingers pointed up. I'm going to clasp them. And I want you to think about, say you were chopping wood. Okay, that's what we're getting ready to do in our mind. So we're going to bend our knees and reach the hands down and then stand up. Good. Let's do 4 more. Breathe out. Yep. And 4. And 5. And stand and let go. Roll it out. All right. So what are we doing? We're doing a squat. We're moving the shoulders. We're getting all this energy to keep ourselves getting nice and strong. So come on back to the front of your mat. Your blocks are nearby. Keep your left foot forward. Step your right foot back, not quite as far, and the toes are pointing more forward. Your stance is wide enough that you feel solid and steady. Your front knee is bent. I want you to take your torso all the way down toward that thigh, and then really push strongly to the back leg. From here, curl your belly in like you're doing a cat pose. And then lift your chest. And then take those hands interlaced right in front of your chest. And then pull your chest up. And then reach the arms up, interlaced if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears. You can take index fingers up and then soften the shoulders and think about, this is warrior one, right? Find your breath. All right, here's where it gets tricky. So 1, you're here, 2, you're coming out. 3, you're gonna reach that front hip back as you reach the arms forward. Woo. And then release your hands down toward the floor. Drop your head. That's it. Good. And then curl into your belly like you're doing cat. Hands come to your knees. Lift your chest. Woo. And then step forward if you can. Shake it out, right? More than one way to work those shoulders. Switch sides, right leg forward, left foot back. Bend your front knee. Press into your back leg. Take your torso forward. Find your breath. Really reach into your back. Good. I want you to interlace your fingers, take them to your chest, lift that chest up. And then reach the arms up. Maybe the index finger points up, belly is toned, you're pressing through both legs. Find your breath, warrior one. And then reach it forward. Good control, everybody. Woo, reach it forward, and bow down over that front leg. Just breathe. Whew. And then take your hands back in to lift your chest. Whew. And release your pose. And step it out, shake it out. All right, last one here, a little trickier. We can do what we just did, or we're gonna just take it just a little bit further. You won't need your blocks here unless you want them. Instead of coming forward, the hands are gonna go back as we bow over the leg. So here we are, left leg forward, right foot back. Remember in warrior one-ish, toes are pointed more forward, hips are more forward, shoulders are more forward. Inhale the arms up, interlace, just open. Release, take them back behind you, interlace, open the chest. And then think about it, try not to overspill, right? Overspill the pelvis. When you're ready, lean toward the leg, really plant the legs, the arms can reach up as the chest head drop down toward the floor. Big deep breath. And then press back with the arms, really strong. Press back, press back, press back. Lift your chest. Release your arms. Step forward. Shake it out. We matched today. All right, other side, and then we'll be done with this craziness. All right, back leg back, front leg forward, front knee is bent. Warrior one, take the arms up, interlace as an option, open up the chest as you press strongly into your back heel. Release the arms, take them behind you, interlace again. Maybe you interlace the other way, right? Open the chest and then press forward. You don't have to lift the arms, by the way. You just reach where they're comfortable. Drop your chest. My chest is actually resting on my thigh. My head dropped toward the floor. I'm pushing through both legs strongly. Breathe. And then as if someone has those arms, pull them straight back, straight back, straight back. Lift your chest. Release those arms. Woo. Step forward. And shake it out. Right? It's like, holy moly. All right. Last one. Then we're coming back to the floor. Woo. Airplane pose versus warrior 3. What do you do with the arms? You know, for me personally, I like the arms close to torso or back behind me. I feel much more stable. As soon as we bring those arms overhead, right? We have a lot more forward weight going for us. So we'll just play here and see what happens. I'm going to move my mat out of the way. My right foot is forward, my left foot is slightly back. I want you to take your hands to your chest and interlace them again. So my thumbs are actually touching my chest and my elbows are tucked into the side body. And then lean forward over your front leg and start to come to the tippy toes. And notice how the chest wants to collapse. So lift the chest away from the floor. See if you can lift up off of that leg any amount, right? And if you tap back down, you tap back down. If you want, you take the hands back behind you. If you want, interlace the hands behind you. Find your breath. If you want, reach them forward. And release it. Right? As soon as I lifted my hands forward, my leg went, ah, what are you doing? Dance it out. That should be our thing, right? Dance it out. Having a bad day? Dance it out. Oh. Left leg forward. Right foot back. Hands to heart. Instead of interlace, you can play with prayer hands, right? Same thing. I kind of like the interlace here. That front hip rolls back. You start to lean forward. Even if you don't want to lift, maybe you come to the big toe. Maybe you just lifted a couple of inches off the floor. It's okay. Lean forward. See if you can lift. See if the arms will go back. Don't let the front shoulders drop to the floor. See if they'll go forward. Right? And release. And definitely dance it out. And straighten up your mat if it was rolled over. And come up to the front of your mat. Holy moly, right? Inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it forward. Woo, step yourself back to downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, open up the shoulders. Tippy toes down to knees. Shake it out. And we're going to do just one more thing, upper body, after I get a drink of my tea. So, Chaturanga, whether on knees or not, is just, you know, it's challenging. Older we get, more challenging it might get. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to plant your hands. Now, we know, right, difference push-up, elbows are out, Chaturanga, elbows are in. I'm going to be on my knees and your lower legs can either be straight or you can cross your ankles. Tuck the belly in slightly and look up toward the front of your mat. So your head isn't straight down, it's looking forward a little bit. Draw the elbows in, and to the best of your ability, slowly come to the floor. Don't worry about it too much. Here's where I want you to work. Press into your hands, press into your knees, and push up. Yep. And then lower down as slow or as quickly as you need to. Head, by the way, head drops a little bit. Squeeze the elbows in, push into your knees, and lift up. Even if you just lift a couple inches, right back down. All right, we're doing 3 more, okay? So slowly come down. Think about it. Squeeze in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push. Lower down. One more. Here we go. Squeeze in, push up. Whew. Breathe. If you can, take the knees off. High plank. If that is killing your wrists, elbow plank. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower knees, lower belly, lower body. Come on down. Whew. I know. Whew. Just pause. Just breathe, everybody. And from where you are, I want you to do pelvic tilts and tucks. You are on your belly, so it's going to completely change your orientation. When you tuck, you feel the low belly curl in, you feel the tailbone go long, the glutes obviously engage, and then just release it. It's more of a release than a tilt. And then tuck, and release. One more, big tuck here, and release. And then do that tuck again and hold that and come up on your elbows. And maybe notice a little bit of a difference with your Sphinx pose, right? As we engage the tuck before the back bend, we might have a little more length in our lower backs. So we might feel a little bit freer there. And then press into your hands and just see if you can lift the elbows. Don't let them splay. Don't let the shoulders hike. Bend the elbows way more, Betty, way more, almost to the floor. Squeeze the elbows towards each other like you're holding a beach ball. Breathe, tone the belly, tuck, and lower the elbows. Come on down. Shake it out. And then take your hands wide and just lift any amount and come down. And change your hand position and lift up. We used to do this one quite a bit. And we just want to see that when we're not forcing the arms to be in a certain spot, right? What happens with the back? Lift up, be mindful. Hands can come forward or lift. Kind of like this one where one hand is high, one hand is low, and you lift to the low side. And other side. Whew. One more. And then lower down. Bend the knees, windshield wipe them. Almost done here. While the knees are bent, just circle the ankles. And then lower the legs. So either, if you can, either just come right back to Sphinx pose, right? Elbows under shoulders, or take the hands to your sides. Your fingers are around where your shoulders are, right? And then the elbows tuck in, but don't overly tuck. I used to have teachers who would tell me to squeeze the elbows in, and that just never felt good to me. But draw them toward the side body, and then draw the tips of the elbows toward the hips as if you could pull yourself forward with your hands. And then tuck your pelvis, right? We just did that. So big tuck of the pelvis. The head lifts last. I want you to push into your hands, draw the shoulder blades down, lift the chest, take the head to neutral. If your arms are bent, you're working more and you're not muscling, right? If I try to straighten my arms, I dump right into my lower back. Don't want to go there. So elbows are bent, shoulders are down. Yeah. Elbows are in more than out. Good, better. And slowly lower down, everybody. Cobra pose. And then just roll on to one side, whichever side you want is okay. Stay on that side. Cushion your head either with your bottom arm or with a blanket or a block. Ooh, your knees are bent. Take your top arm out to the side right in front of you. And then inhale the arm up. I'm going to hit wall, so I'm going to bend the elbow and just reach the arm back. And then lift it up and take it forward. Good, couple more, just bring it back. You're opening up and down. One more, bring it up. Open that shoulder, moving into more twist and bring it back. Good, roll over to your other side. Reach that top arm forward. Inhale the arm up, open it out to the side, and then take it up, bring it back. Open it, just stretch it and back. Last one here, open it up nice and wide and bring it back. And then roll onto your backs with your knees bent. Take your feet wide on your yoga mat, your knees are bent, and drop your knees to the left. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, then stack one knee on top of the other. Take the arms to cactus pose. Find your breath. Lengthen the back of your knee, lengthen the back of your neck. And if you want, extend your right arm up and over to the left a little bit. That's just going to deepen the stretch through the belly. Relax your face, your neck. Feel the breath move through your belly. Release your right arm down only if you want. I want you to just reach for your right foot. Roll to your side and draw the right knee back. It's just a little quick quad stretch. And then release the foot, let it come right back to the floor. Take yourself back to your back and take your knees back to center. Go to the other side, the knees go to the right, pause, arms are cactus, they could be straight out too. The left arm can go overhead. Just allow that whole left side belly to stretch. Relax your jaw, relax your head, your neck. And only if you want, release the left hand. Just go for the left foot, turn to your right side as you draw the left leg back. Release the hand from the foot. Come back onto your back. Bring the knees back up. Walk the feet back into hips width and then draw both knees to your chest. Holy moly, quite a bit of work there. If you can, I want you to take your elbows to the insides of your knees and then push your knees into your elbows as you resist. So we usually do this with a block, but we're just resetting the hips. If for some reason your knees and your elbows don't reach, you can use your hands, you can use your forearms. Just resist, resist, resist. And then bring them in, bring them back to chest. Hold your right knee in, stretch your left leg really long, everybody. Really long, really smooth that left leg out to the floor. And then release your right leg down to the floor as well. Smooth that baby out. Snuggle your hips, your glutes into the floor. Broaden through the shoulders. Let the hands come down. And find your Shavasana. Just breathe. Check the neck. Make sure you're not lifting the chin too much. And feel the softness of your body against the hardness of the floor. Feel the breath move through your body. Feel yourself drawing deeper into your Shavasana. Breathe. Go softer still. For those of you who are ready to come out of your Shavasana, moving your ankles, your toes, your wrists, your fingers. Very slowly draw your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Give yourself a hug on purpose. And allow the knees to roll to one side or the other. Curl over in fetal pose or seedling pose. Just feel that in your body. And then very slowly press all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart and bow to your own inner goodness and kindness and grace. Be willing to share that with the world. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, thank you.